What is up, guys? So today we actually get to work on the budget hatch for the first time in a few days because we have been waiting for parts. Not all our parts came in, but quite a few of the gaskets came in, so we're able to now kind of refresh the motor a little bit. Now, 2 subscribers named Liz and Matt, I'll put their Instagrams right here. They actually hit me up and they had a spare KA valve cover sitting around, and I guess they do a little bit of powder coating on the side, which is fantastic. So they hit us up and asked if we would want a KA valve cover freshly powder coated and everything, so we couldn't deny it. So I'm super excited. The pictures looked amazing and I haven't seen it in person yet, so let's see it. Ooh, dude, that looks even better in person.
Voila. Damn,
wow.
Dude, that thing is hot.
That is so sick. Holy crap. The flake is unreal.
That's really sick, dude.
Thank you guys so much. This is gonna look so good. I can't wait for Jip to see it. Definitely gotta put this on today. So the only thing that really came in was our valve cover gasket, thermostat, and our front main seal, which is not bad. So we can get the valve cover on at least, so let's send it. Well, of course, I messed up and the valve cover gasket didn't come in. The intake gaskets actually came in. I didn't even realize that I ordered them, but I did. So, whatever. But I mocked it up and it looks really cool. So I'm really excited. I really hope the gasket comes in soon so we can actually get this thing on. But I really didn't want to, but I kind of started to look in the intake manifold and there's some grime in there that I'm not stoked about. So I'm gonna do the intake manifold gaskets. Not fun. While it's out, might as well, because if I did this in the car, that would suck even more.
Be miserable.
But the old valve cover was basically spotless, which is impressive. And so are the cams and everything. It's gorgeous underneath here, so I'm very impressed. It looks like it's a very low miles head. I don't know. The mileage on this motor is very unknown, but it has good compression, so.
And it's a KA, so it's gonna run forever. Put maple syrup in it, it'll run.
Level socket extension is literally your best friend if you're doing this. I think it should just pull off. Shake and bake.
Shaking, baking.
There you go. Now all these water lines I have to disconnect, but
yep.
There you go. RJ, if you guys remember RJ, he actually just bought a 240 and he got tires put on today. And for some reason, his key won't work on the car. But a lot of people might not know this, but a lot of 240 keys work on other 240s. It's kind of sketchy. So we're gonna go up there, we're gonna bring him a few different 240 keys and see if it'll start his car. See if one of these 240 keys will start his car. All right, well, the big surprise, RJ just got a 240.
Big surprise, it already has for.
He got you good, dude.
Wow, he didn't even get my glass.
So what's happening?
So it's definitely the release when you push it in to take the key out is stuck.
Nice.
So trying to figure out how to get that back out.
All right, so I could hot wire the car, but his steering wheel's still locked, so I have to remove the whole entire ignition. With 240s, I don't know if I should be teaching you guys this or not, but the whole ignition is held in by 2 pins. They're actually, do you have that screw I gave you? So it's like a regular screw, but it has no top to it. But they're old and you could usually hit them out with a flathead if you just keep getting them at the right angle, and then until you get your ignition off.
Sick. How to steal my car 101.
Definitely not fun to do that. All right, she's running. I think his starter's on the way out too, but whatever. His ignition is now this little piece and a screwdriver. So you're officially on Haggard Garage's status right now.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily, Jip still has the ignition off his parts car, so we're gonna get that for him, and we'll throw that in. No biggie. They're old cars. That's what life does. So we got the intake manifold off. Now it's a lot more empty, so we're gonna go through this and kind of realize what we need and what we don't need, because you could bypass a lot of this. So we're basically just probably gonna cut it off because it's all gross anyways. All right, so there's a few things you could delete underneath here if you're up for it. So the PCV that basically vents into the plenum, we're deleting. This is controversial for some people, but we don't care. It is perfectly fine for us.
We need all the horses power.
And we also have an evap right here that we can get rid of. It's not really a big deal. It's more emissions than anything. And then there's some lines we're gonna figure out how we could reroute them, because like you don't really need, there's coolant that passes through the throttle body, which we don't really need to do, and all this other stuff, so.
Yeah.
All right, you can see there's so much gunk in here. I don't know what the hell was living in here, but It's really nasty. The upper intake or the lower intake is actually even worse. So, oh yeah, something was in there. So we're gonna power wash it, make sure everything's all fresh.
Clean her up.
All right, Jip, what are we doing right now?
Power washing the intake to get all the boogers out.
All right, so I just sprayed the crap out of them. Runners look a lot cleaner now, which is awesome. So when we get it back in, it'll be nice and crisp. This one line right here is for the idle air control valves. So that it needs to stay. And then the coolant line is essentially just this one and this one. And I think we should be all set. So when you delete the EGR, it actually leaves this big hole in the intake. And so you can either make a little delete panel or you can just buy it online. And ISR sells one for I think like $12, so with the gasket and hardware. So saves us a lot of time and energy. And it's gonna block this plate right here. So we're gonna throw this on real quick before we put it back together.
It's starting.
I don't know. I got it to turn over and it stayed running. I just had to kind of, it was like stuck. It sounded like it was stuck at like 2000. Like it was misset in my garage somewhere.
Let me change the plug.
I gotta get. Oh, so it's like, yeah. And then because that did it, where the garage is, which they added onto it, was literally like this in one part and like this in another part. So that whole section had to get cut out. Yeah. So like stuff like that mirrored in his.
Take us back on. The gaskets are now changed. We don't have to worry about that. We cleaned it up quite a bit. We took a few lines out. We were able to basically delete all that stuff and a few more hoses in between the intake. We rerouted the coolant lines so they were a little bit more, I guess you could say, direct. And we deleted the little coolant lines that actually run through the throttle body. And I think we are all ready.
Ready, waiting on
Parts.
product to come
in. There we go. So valve cover looks amazing. I can't wait to actually get it all done and on. But of course I didn't get the valve cover gasket in time. But oh, I actually forgot. We have to do the front main seal, but this takes a second. This is really easy. I just oiled it up as a precautionary thing. And this will just, ooh, too slippery. Ooh, look at that. We also got the thermostat. That's good. So if your car's been sitting for a long time, always change the thermostat. It's a must.
3.5 metric hunts. That was 2. That was 5. Okay, you're just gonna rip the motor apart. Oh, okay, that was just
skunked. Right. There it is.
R.I.P. thermostat.
3 honks and a good digger.
We got Benny's dog out here. Every time he gets on the camera, he's like twice the size. He's starting to wreck Tucker. Benny, how old is your puppy now? 4 months. This thing is going to be huge soon. I think so. All right, so I just figured out something really cool. With a lot of you guys might know with Silvia's, the cool thing to do is rock a GTR grill or a GTR style grill, and it's basically just like a vented grill. But so my neighbors next door at the Bays, they're huge Sentra guys, all generations of Sentras, and they were going through a bunch of parts. I walked over and they happened to have like a 91 Sentra grill, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can make this work. And so I just cut it up and it fits perfectly and it looks sick. I can't wait to show you guys. Like, I'm really like, I think I might rock it because it has a GTR style grill, but it has a Nissan logo in it and it looks sick. All right, I gotta show you. I didn't film because I didn't think it was gonna work, and now I'm mad I didn't film it. Look how perfect that fits. The arch is a little different for the hood line, but besides that, it literally looks like a GTR grill, but with a Nissan logo in it. I think we're starting something new right here. I don't know if someone's done this before, they probably have, but it's like the perfect height and everything. I'm way too excited about this. Dude, it looks even better with the bumper on.
It looks really cool though.
Dude, that changes the whole look of the car. Dude, that's insane. That looks so sick. I think I just started something, dude.
Thanks, Dino.
I'm in love with this. This is sick. This is like,
really
I literally walked into Dino's Bay and I was like,
really
what is this? Can I have it? He goes, yeah. And I cut it up in 5 minutes and it looks like this. That's so cool. So if anyone's interested in doing this for their Silvia, I looked it up and you can get these grills for like $25 brand new. They're from a 91 to 92 Sentra, I guess. And it fits really well. So like right now, it's the same thickness as the Silvia grill was. So it's actually fully pressed against the mounting tabs for it. So it's like, it's in there. Like it's not going anywhere. I gotta add maybe a zip tie in the back corner and it'll stay for good, but that even fits nicer than like the modded GTR ones. So we did our quick little refresh on Jip's motor. We still have to do the oil pan gasket, but I wanna hold off just in case we do actually end up turboing this like I'm hoping we are going to. We'll probably have to pull the pan and tap a fitting into it for our oil return line anyways. So yeah, so waiting on a few more parts for the KA. Hopefully the turbo kit is gonna be a thing. We're still waiting to hear back from a company. And if that is a go, once that comes in, we'll probably have the motor in the day we get the parts, because really after this we just gotta marry the transmission to the motor, put the turbo manifold on and drop it in, and the rest we could do in the car. So I'm really excited. We still have to hold off a little bit more on this. I wish we can go full force, but whatever. So I'm gonna call it a night. I will see you guys next time, hopefully tomorrow, so you guys know the drill. Actually, you know what? Steph's gonna do it because Steph's here. You gonna do it, Steffi?
Like, comment, subscribe, buy some stickers, buy a t-shirt, buy a hat, and yeah, get closer to me.